Hey guys, I'm David. Welcome to Living with Coopers. This is Slim Down Sundays. Now, me and Ellen are very, very busy, like almost every single day. So sometimes we haven't got the chance to prepare something for hours like we normally do. But we've got a few little tips and tricks to make things taste a little bit better that's quick and easy. So what we tend to do is we keep some pasta and sauces here. So today I'm going to be using chicken and mushroom pasta sauce. But I'm not going to just take it as just that. So let's make it a bit more interesting. So I've just boiled the kettle. Oh, I can burn myself. Right, so we need 250 milliliters of hot water. This is 250 milliliters of hot water and 100 of milk. Don't worry if you put too much in because you can reduce it down in the pan anyway. So I'm going to chuck that in a saucepan on a high heat so it starts to boil. Lid on. Can put that back in the fridge, huh? Right, okay. So, actually, I'm going to chuck this in now because I want this all to get started very, very quickly. So that's gone in. Get a spatula. Give it a quick stir so all the powder disappears. Lid on. Rubbish. Okay, so to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm going to be adding stuff to it. Now there's two things that I like to add predominantly. So obviously chicken and mushroom. So I'm going to add some proper mushrooms, so you guys speed there. And then I'm going to add some of these ham trimmings, really cheap, like really tasty, and they're going to go in as well. So first I'm going to start with my mushrooms. So I think maybe 4 should do. Just going to give them a quick rinse. Okay. So I'm just going to chop the stalks off first, cut those in half, and then just slice, cut them in whichever way you want. You can cut them into quarters, slice them thin, slice them thick, whatever you want, just get them in. And I highly recommend doing this anytime, because by the time the pasta started cooking, these can go in and they will be cooked at the same time. There you go, so they can go in. Just bung them in and absolutely forget about them while you're doing everything else. Quick stir. Okay, lid back on. Heat down a touch because it's starting to boil now, so I don't want it to overcook. Right, ham trimmings. So, handful of ham. And this really does bulk up the meal. So I'm just going to slice them into little strips. There you go. Doesn't have to be neat, it's just a snack after all, you know. This is just a very, very quick and tasty meal. You can use other meats as well. I've done this with chicken. Just cooked chicken. The trimmings you get sometimes from like Tesco, Lidl, anywhere really. Almost. Right, okay, so they're in. Just gonna give it another stir. And this is already looking a lot better. Do you want to get in there? See? I mean, that's got substance to it now. It's not just pasta anymore. Lid back on. We don't want to lose too much of the moisture just yet because everything's still cooking. Right, so that's that taken care of. A bit of pepper in at the minute. We'll have plenty of salt because it's salted anyway. And obviously we put ham in as well. You can use smoked ham if you want. I mean, you could use like bacon. You could crisp some bacon up if you wanted. But this is just a one pan meal. So easy. Okay, the next bit. How I'm going to serve it. Now this is really important because this can absolutely transform pretty much any pasta meal. So because I've grown up in an Italian family, what I've always liked to do is put cheese on the bottom of the bowl, like so Parmesan, and then cheese on top. But you can eat 25 grams of Parmesan a day as your healthy extra, but you can eat, how many of these, Ellen?
3 Babybel Lights.
Babybel Lights you can have 3 of, and we eat them quite often, don't we? We get
I
get
them all the time.
So, all I'm going to do, I'm going to take a Babybel, and I'm just going to slice it quite thin into little slices like this, look. See? Little ovals of joy. There we go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just slightly arrange them in kind of a petal shape around the bottom of the bowl.
Oh, overboiling.
Oh.
Don't let that happen.
Didn't turn it down enough. That's got to have a quick stir. There we go. These pans are like some Pro Cook stainless steel ones, and they tri-ply, so they transfer heat very well. And I always forget that. Right, okay, so just getting this in nice and neat. I mean, you could just chuck it in, but you know, this way you've got even coverage. And I'll show you why I'm doing it like this when it's ready. Now, as that's almost ready, there's something I'm going to do. Now, I know not everyone will have this, but you can have a little think about what you can add in to make it a little bit different for you. So, I mean, you could add fresh herbs, you could add some rosemary. Rosemary would go really well. You could add some other flavourings. You could put some chilies in if you wanted. But I've got something quite special here that Ellen doesn't particularly like. But this is a white truffle paste. Now, I don't get a lot of chance to use it in other cooking because Ellen doesn't really like truffles, do you?
No, I hate it.
Yeah, but I love it. So, if I'm making a meal just for myself, now see, I've used this the other day. It's just like a little paste made out of white truffle. We bought it from Lake Garda. And I'm just going to add just like half a teaspoon in. And that will give it, if you haven't tried truffle, I'd highly recommend doing it. I hadn't tried it until about 5-6 years ago. And then when I did, it was like, it's just one of those flavours that sticks with you. It's a really nice one. But I know that it's definitely, you either love it or you hate it. But I love it. So that's just going in now. I mean, if I was making this like full fat, then I'd probably put truffle oil in. But that's lovely. I mean, if you are lucky enough to get some fresh truffle, I mean, you do not want to be putting it on a pasta and sauce. But, you know, if you get any form of it, lovely. It really brightens the meal up. And if you haven't got into pasta and sauces, I highly recommend you do. There's loads of flavours. How many sins in this one, Ellen?
It is half a sin, I think, for this little packet.
Sausage, tomato and rosemary. I'd boost these flavours by adding sausage, maybe a bit of tomato, and definitely rosemary. With sausages, use Slimming World sausages, give them a quick cook, even do them in the microwave. As long as they're cooked through, then just throw them in, chopped up.
I swear by the Tesco meat-free ones as well. Because
They are
so
lovely.
Easy
Yeah,
to do.
there's meat-free is a really good way to go for stuff like sausages. The hot dogs are amazing, aren't they? I don't know how many sins are in them. They're about half a sin each, are they?
Yeah, but the Lincolnshire sausages are...
Oh, the Lincolnshire sausages.
Lincolnshire.
They're amazing. Heck sausages is the Italian chicken and...
I don't know.
Heck sausages, there's the chicken and mozzarella ones. They're about half a tin each. Or Joe's sausages. Now, Joe's meat products we're going to be doing in a couple of weeks when we put a big order in. But there's no point in us doing it yet because, you know, you basically, with Joe's, you put, I think you spend how much? £40 and you get free delivery?
No, 65.
Oh, 65
Yeah.
pounds. So what we normally do is we ask like our other friends and family if they want anything. And Joe's is like an online butcher. They send it to you in a big like cooling box with like ice packs in, and it's amazing, isn't it, Ellen?
Yeah, it's so good.
But
We're well overdue an order. So
Yeah, so we'll go through all of that. But yeah, so I'd chop up some sausage, add some maybe cherry tomatoes would be nice as a speed on the top afterwards, and just chop up some rosemary or put a sprig in rosemary while it's cooking. And cheese and pancetta. Maybe
I feel like that's a bit high sin.
yeah, that's probably quite bad. But I just picked it up because I just grabbed what was there. So cheese and pancetta. I mean, you could put some ham through like I've done here, some mushroom in there would be great. And then maybe the Baby Bell as well. That's almost done. I'm just going to give it a quick taste, because it should taste amazing.
Good.
Oh, wow. Another good thing to do with this, and this will sound weird, but either a fried or poached egg on top is absolutely stunning. I won't do it today, but when you crack that yolk, then if you've got it right, that yolk, did I say yolk?
Yeah.
When you crack that yolk, sorry, it oozes all over. Oh, it's amazing. Really, really nice. Okay, what I like to do is leave this stand for a little bit, because it, like see, you still got heat evaporating, and it'll thicken up a little bit. Because sometimes, I don't know whether you've noticed if you've eaten it before, but it can be quite watery. But that is... Now look at that. How different is that from what it would have been? I've let it like settle for a little bit. I haven't let it settle loads because I haven't got the time. So I'm just going to pour it. Right, so we've got the Baby Bell there. And what this is going to do... Oh, look at that. Okay, so one more thing I'm going to do to finish it off, to be a little bit naughty, and it's not even that naughty, is I'm going to put some Parmesan on top as well. You can use other cheese if you want, but I've always got Parmesan here. You can do it with the Baby Bell, and that would be amazing because it'll go stretchy. Okay, and finally, just to finish off, a little bit of pepper on top. Okay, and one thing I want to show you is why I put the Baby Bells on the bottom. Look at that!
You're right, Ton.
Oh my god! And this is one of the only benefits of having light cheese, is that it tends to be a bit more stretchy under heat. That is incredible. Look at it! Meters of cheese! Look at it! Wow.